welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. So today I wanted to address yet again my pantry organization. It is a bit chaotic. It's not functioning well like I thought it would. So I'm gonna take everything out the pantry and try to reorganize. I picked up a few items. Hopefully it will help us. We just moved into this home a few months ago, and so I'm still working with it. It usually takes us a good year to get everything functional and ready to rock. And then after that, you know, being military, it's time to pack up and move it after you get everything organized in the way you love it, right? So that was kind of how it was in Germany. We had everything to a T, and then start trying to move out, and then start kind of falling apart. But anyways, I am here for the organization. So we're gonna start on the pantry, and then eventually I need to work on my spice drawer because that's not working out as well, and I'm gonna work on my refrigerator. But right now we're focusing on the pantry. So I bought a few items. I'm gonna share some of the things I'm gonna try to see. I had these in my last little tiny pantry over when we were in Germany, these little drawers that are stackable. So I'm hoping that these, they're like this, I can detach it, will work at the bottom of the pantry. But about this size here, and two of these larger sizes. So this, all right, here's the, they only had two. I got these out of Target, and these are cereal dispensers. So that was one of the major issues in the pantry, was not being able to store the cereal. So I'm gonna see how these do, the height and all that stuff, and then if they do well, I'm gonna go at least get two more, because we buy our cereal in bulk from Sam's Club and they go through it pretty fast. So I think these are gonna be awesome, because I love, look at this. This is how they open. You push it open like this, and it says easy grip for the kids to get their cereal out of them. So I am excited to clear out the pantry and see how this was stored in. So let's go ahead and pull everything out. So come along with me as we reorganize this pantry. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like these type of homeowner organization videos. And you know, I love to hear down in the comments, are you guys organizing and trying to get yourself together for the new year as well? If you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you here. And if you are, please just make sure your bell notification is on so you never miss an upload from me. So let's start organizing. Alright, so some of this little paper and stuff just fell, but this is how this floor was looking under that cabinet. So definitely cleaning this out, sweeping it, and mopping this out. I'm gonna put this rack back on there after I get everything cleaned out. So I may try, what's inside of it now is like pastas and stuff, so I would put other items that I don't need on a daily basis or very often. And see, it's cereal in here, oils and stuff, so I need this stuff lower. My next goal is to get this cleaned out, swept and mopped out, and then I'm gonna also wipe down, wash down these cereal containers and transfer them in there. Then we'll move on. I will say really quickly, this is super helpful to have this in here though. Like when I didn't have, like, this is what I used to put in my mason jars, like breadcrumbs and stuff like that. But we keep our like Crystal Lights in here, baking soda, just like packets to cook with, extra cheese and stuff like that. So this is pretty convenient. This is how we were storing the extra cereal that was open and had nowhere else to put it, over here. So yeah, I'm gonna clear this out, but I'm not gonna take this thing down because I think I'm gonna keep it there. I have it up here on a IKEA bar, and these are the hooks that comes with it, and I kind of folded it back a little bit. You see how it's folded, because it's actually a little bit longer than that. And I also have these little these go on the bar, These were a tad bit too long, so these are just like over there for extra. So what they're really on is these, and this is on the actual bar itself, if that makes sense. Like these hooks come with the bar. Yeah, or they're made for the bar. I don't know if they come with it or not, but that's how I have that up there, and it's really helpful. But again, it's not organized like it used to be. It just got it kind of out of place. But so yeah, also gonna clear this out, but I'm gonna get the floors done first.
But I can't get you off my mind. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty ugly from the minute that I met you.
Right now, I'm just playing around with the sizes of the container and see what can fit where. I really didn't want to stack these two on top, but maybe I could. These all fit in here really nicely as well. All of this stuff came off of Amazon when I was in Germany, but it's one of those larger, I think this is Enter Design, Enter something, stackable. These are, they're stackable. So yeah, they fit in here well. I'm not quite sure. I think I'm gonna put these at the very top, but I just wanted to share that they do fit and it looks really nice. So maybe I can start utilizing them and putting out like my breadcrumbs and nuts and all of that good stuff can possibly get stored in here. Okay, this is what I have so far. So I was able to tuck the canned goods down at the bottom. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this shelf. I'm thinking about moving the canned goods up one shelf and putting this drawer down on the floor, but I still need somewhere to put my breads and like flatbreads and burrito things and all that stuff. But this is what I did. I put the cabinet up here, and so it doesn't, I cannot find this shelf. I don't know if it was didn't get shipped or what the case is, but this is how it looks. So it kind of falls in, but I'm gonna put a by the time I put the stuff inside of it, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. But I'm loving this setup so far. So I just need to go ahead. I think I'm gonna put all of my pastas here since we go to Sam's Club and buy things in bulk. So look at all this pasta that we have here, and that's only because it came, you know, out of Sam's. So you get all of those lasagnas, and I have spaghetti and fettuccine, so I think they'll be good up there. Here is my end result. I'm so ecstatic about it. This is how everything turned out. Alrighty, so here, start from the bottom. I'm not quite sure how long this will actually stay. I may end up just putting a basket so our snacks and chips and all that can go down here, because realistically we do not use a ton of canned goods. I bought that doing like Thanksgiving and all that stuff. So once these are gone, and if it's not too functional, I will change it and put a large basket and house chips and overflow of cereal and all that stuff. Here is where it can be like ramen noodles and all that can go in here, and I left it and I turned it sideways so we can get inside the drawer. Here, I'm really excited about this. This is all of my salad things, extra salad dressing and things that I would need. I can just pull this tray out when I'm making my salad and place it right back in here. Just like that. So love this. These containers worked out so well. be on a hunt for 1 or 2 more, because the Target that I went to only had those 2 in that size. I may get smaller sizes for the next one, because they do come in, I think, 3 different sizes. I'm loving the bread section so far. I still may tweak it a little bit because sometimes we may get buns, but what I did, I just I did it here so you can see. I can just put it on a hook, and I can always just hook it on here or hook it like I have it here. But you know, so if we have an overflow of bread or pita bread or whatever the case may be, and it can't necessarily fit here, just put it on one of these little S hooks and hook it there, and there you go. And it's against the wall, kind of out the way or whatever. So there you have it. I have that. I think this thing came from Ikea if I'm not mistaken. Here is, I love this size drawer. So this has like their little macaronis for after school, popcorn and stuff. Of course, it's usually a larger tube of popcorn, so it probably will go right here because it usually a box that says pantry size popcorn or whatever. Oatmeals and grits. I love this little container too. Just sit it there and be able to pull it out. All right, and then this just has peanut butter, and this is, my kids like this stuff. It's really tangy. Oatmeal, hot cocoa. You know, this may not make it through the summer, but for now this is good to have seasonal things up here, like the marshmallows and the hot cocoa. Here are all of my little containers here, and this is how I added this stuff on the top. So my crock pot and blender will go here, and we would just have to get a step stool to get up there. But let me share inside of here how it turned out. So awesome. So this is what I did. I was so happy I'm able to house my vegetable oils and all that stuff. We really don't use a ton of oil because we don't fry around here, but like making brownies and this and that, and then a lot of that stuff is from Thanksgiving. So we're just going to go through it, and then I'll probably get a smaller drawer in the future. But anyways, this is all the overflow of like the boxes, chicken broth, you know, things that we use but not necessarily very often, soup and all of that stuff. And then at some point, only reason I didn't get this filled up because I'm gonna get my labor maker out and I'm gonna transfer like the breadcrumbs, but I want to put the expiration date on the back of it or at the bottom of the drawer. So I'm gonna transfer and put all of that in there. And then that's just cornmeal and all that from when we had Thanksgiving. So I'm loving this. Let me share, because I was thinking like, hey, what if I still need a little more room? I'm able to put these in front of each other like this. And then I could even take this whole drawer and section right here and move it up, and that would free up space right here. But this is pretty much how everything is looking. House for those canned goods. Maybe stack them on the floor here, or I can always move that back out and put it here where it was at if I needed more space. But right now everything is pretty good. Okay, really quickly, I just want to share, I added a few more items that I found out on the counter that needed to be put in here. So like the bread, how I explained, if it's extra bread or whatever, I just took and hung it on the side of here. So these are buns that's there that I had to add in, and then I added in this Hawaiian bread that came from Sam's, and then this is one more extra bag of cereal. Now of course if I had a container it'll be here, but since I don't have the container I have to house the box down there. And then it's even a few cereals that I placed in here, so when I get the other cereal container, all of those will be eliminated. But these are just cereal that will go here. And I think I added a few more, or I put some items right here like the popcorn that get cooked like for the stove and stuff, and then I just added a few more items up here and just move things around. So just, it's gonna be a tweak. You just tweak it as you go. I also added in the crock pot and blender. That's pretty much all of the oversized what are those, like appliances. At some point we may get an air fryer, but I will find somewhere to put that in a cabinet. But that's the only, we don't have a whole bunch of appliances Does that take up too much room, and we move way too much to have all of those gadgets. When we get our own house, then you know, it may change.